Welcome in, Jeff Cameron Show, live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Darius Washington kind enough to join us right now, Florida State offensive lineman. Expecting big things this year. Your head coach said as much. I know he sits behind me right now, but I cover this team. I've had an opportunity to watch you grow. You've been through it all. You're one of those guys, the OG of the offensive line, been here from the beginning, thrown into the action right off the bat, right when you first got here. You've played everything on the offensive line. How special is it for you to come into this season having watched this program flip and you be a part of the fabric of that? Watch how this all turned around, in part because of guys like you who bought in.
Well, something, the recruiting class I came in, that was our main focus, just to come in and help change the program around, because Florida State is legendary. So if you're able to change this program around and get it back to where it's at, like, you're going to create your legacy here and leave your name and leave a footprint here. But it was just, just build just continue to see the work that we put in, just the amount of time that it took for us to really get to where we were really need to be in maturity level as a whole group and as a whole team to be able to get to this point. So, it's just really I'm really thankful and appreciative for everything that we've done to get to this point.
Did you ever have a doubt? I mean, those first few years were tough. I mean, the team wasn't succeeding. The record on the field was tough. There were circumstances off the field were tough for everybody in college football at that time. But, did you ever wonder, man, I don't know if I made the right decision to come to Florida State, or did you always believe?
I mean, but if the toughest times make the best people. So, something is just you just had to stick through it and see it through. That's all that really matters, is seeing it through and just sticking with a program that's going to be loyal to you and loyal, and just the people here as well. Like, it really doesn't matter the winning or losses. It was about how we got treated at Florida State, how Coach Bell and his staff treated us, how much respect we had for each other, how much of a brotherhood we built, and just how much of a team that we became. And literally, all we needed was to become a family. And once we became a family, that's when everything turned over and started rolling. We just had to believe and buy into what Coach Bell was saying, and just really just honor, just know that he was putting us in the best spot and best position for our success and our future.
Your position coach, Alex Adkins, has raved about your abilities. He's not always that way. He can be tough. I love watching him coach you guys. But he's a guy that has said, I'm paraphrasing him now, but he has said, with Darius, I could tell him on game day that he's playing guard. And then maybe halfway through the game, we could move him to tackle. And then if he had to, he could play center. You know how hard that is for you to not know, let's say, on a given week what you're going to play? Now, we know now, but I'm saying, but you've had to do that. You've had to be a Swiss Army knife. You've had to play everywhere. What do you attribute that to? Obviously, you're a smart guy. How difficult is it to do that, to play all those positions?
I'll say now for me, it's really not that difficult just because I've done it and I really went out there to do it. But once it just started off just from the little small things first, from moving from tackle to tackle, then moving me inside to center, then trying out guard and stuff. Just getting the experiences in practice and just practice reps and just being able to get some game time reps at those different positions really helped me prepare for what was to come and just what they was going to ask for me to do. And just now it's just whatever you need me to go do, I can go do, just because of my preparation, just the amount of time I took to just study the offense and just know everything, know what's supposed to happen, know where it's supposed to happen. It takes a lot of study and a lot of the hard work and a lot of time just to be able to do that. But once you really dedicate yourself, put dedication and time and effort into really doing that stuff, then it'll all pay off.
It's interesting. You've always struck me as a great teammate and a good guy and a contemplative guy. I saw an edge in you in the spring. You seemed a little bit playing with a little bit of extra something. I can't explain what it was, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it as you were a little bit nastier in the spring than I've seen you. Would you say that's a fair assessment, or is that brought on by a sense of urgency, knowing that this is it for you, right? This is your time now.
Well, I can say that it's a sense of urgency, but also just the responsibility that comes with this year, just what's going to be asked of me out of this year, just out of this whole entire team, what's going to be expected out of us. So really just coming in, just trying to work harder than I've ever been, work harder and just push each other, the whole team, because of, like you guys said, we lost a lot of pieces last year. We lost a lot of star power, as what people want to say. We lost a lot of pieces. So it's just, I wanted to come in and show that that we are still going to be that dominant team, be dominant up front and all that stuff, and just really just show the younger guys too, like how to work and stuff like that, because it was a lot of just new nuances, new people and stuff like that was added to the team. So we just needed that. We just needed people to just be working as hard as they can, going as hard as they can to really show that dominance and show what we really Florida State football is about.
Leading by example. He's Darius Washington. Really appreciate you joining us on the show today, man. I'll see you out there at practice, and be well. Best of health to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Darius Washington, Florida State. We'll be seeing a lot of him. Practice starts next week. Jeff Cameron Show live from Charlotte at the ACC kickoff.